Hello, good morning. So today is finally the day. I want to catch you guys up for right now so you guys understand what's going to be happening in today's video. So today's the day I'm proposing to my bridesmaids because that's a thing now. Oh, I don't have my ring on because I was washing vegetables. Hold up. Okay, so today is the day I'm proposing to my bridesmaids. So I have 7 of my girlfriends. Hold up, why are you? There you go. I have 7 of my girlfriends are going to be my bridesmaids. They accept, but I can't see why not. And I've been waiting for this day for probably 2.5 months because I really wanted to try to get everyone together on the same day. And despite everyone except one of the girls living within like an hour distance, the only day that worked was 2 months away because everyone's that busy. So May 31st is the day and it's finally here. I'm finishing some preparations. Jacob has his friend from out of town, so he is actually spending he spent the night last night and he's gonna be here this weekend. 2 of my girlfriends are actually planning on spending the night, but to get you up to speed, I told them that it was just gonna be a party, a summer party that me and Jacob are throwing. So like some of his friends are gonna be here and it's just gonna be drinking and hanging out and all that. But in actuality, Jacob's going off on the Beltline to hang out with his friend and meet up with some people. And actually it's just gonna be a bunch of girls here so I can, ask them to be my bridesmaids. So he's off at Chick-fil-A right now. They're eating lunch, but I also ordered a chicken nugget tray, so he's picking that up for me. Jacob and Jack also just picked up some balloons that I had. What is it? Party City is out of business now. Didn't know that. So I actually had to get heart balloons from Michael's, and then we had them blown up at our Kroger that's right by us. So I'm in the process of having and organizing all the balloons. So I'll show you. It's a little chaotic. I haven't finished quite yet, but this is the gist of it right now. So those balloons I'm gonna go over here. I just have this little decoration. I don't love it, don't hate it. Getting the right sage green and like white was kind of hard to find those decorations, but so if you see kind of what I'm going for here, heart balloon on each box. You saw me put together these boxes. I did that the other night, so this is kind of the display. It's kind of cute. And then I got flowers from Trader Joe's and this more decor, kind of blocked by the balloons. I think I'm gonna move these somewhere else. But I have these new juice containers, gonna be filled with different juices because we're gonna have mimosas, because here, I'll show you around. So for our island, so when you enter, I put these pretty bows on all of the, it's kind of hard to see, on all of these flutes for mimosas. Have more flowers that I got, put this cute bow on the vase, and then I got a cake, and then I'm gonna have food. So I cut up some vegetables, and then we have just a Publix cake, and then the juices, these huge bottles of Prosecco. Ooh, okay. And then some fruit, so we're gonna cut all that up, a case of White Claws. So yeah, I think it's going good. I know one of my girlfriends, she 100% doesn't know, so that makes me really happy because she's actually my maid of honor. I thought she would kind of figure it out by now, but she hasn't. So we texted her because her boyfriend, because it's a guy and girl party is what everyone thinks it is just like, kickback. So her boyfriend, she lives with her boyfriend like down the street, so, he's technically invited. So Jacob texted him, was like, hey, just so you know, like, this is actually what's going on. So like he's not gonna want to actually stay for very long because he's gonna be the only guy. So he said that she doesn't know at all. So I'm proud of that. But yeah, so just wanted to fill you guys in. I'm gonna try to film some of their reactions and things like that. I think I have a slideshow of like photos of all of us, me and my friends like throughout the years, because I have some high school friends, college friends. One of my girlfriends, I've known her since the 2nd grade, so I have a lot of funny photos. And we're just gonna hang out. And I have also some, make sure my address, some bridesmaid swatches that I got mailed to me ages ago. I've literally just been waiting for this day to come so I can finally start talking to everybody about wedding stuff and all my girlfriends, but I didn't want to bring anything up because then I didn't want them to ask about being a bridesmaid, and I didn't want to give anything away because sometimes I'm a really bad liar. So yeah, so finishing up some prep. Jacob should be back with the Chick-fil-A nugget tray, and then he might dip, or he might stay. I don't know which one. He might be here for when girls get here, but But yeah, so, and I have to eventually get ready. I have this pretty white dress. Well, I'll show you when I put it on. And we'll see how it goes. But yeah, so actually something fun. So in the comments, guess how many of my 7 friends you think I actually like fooled and have no idea this is going on. I don't know myself. Sometimes I think I got them all, and then I'm thinking like all of them except for like 2, but we'll see. Put it in the comments your guess on how many I fooled, and I'll let you guys know later. So before we jump into the bridesmaid proposal party, I kind of wanted to give you guys a look into the boxes that I made all the girls and everything that went into them. So I was very particular about my boxes. I didn't want them to be like the flimsy kind of like papery ones. So I had these custom made from a woman off of Etsy, and I'll link everything down below. But they have their names in them, as well as the will you be my bridesmaid on the inside of the box, or will you be my maid of honor, which you guys can see here. And then I had these custom labels off of Etsy as well, very cheap, easy, that I could put over this little small bottle of Prosecco. And then I bought these multi-pack samplers of Marc Jacobs perfumes for all the girls off of Amazon. The flowers, and you'll see a better glimpse of that later on. So those I actually bought on my trip to Japan. So they're actually dried cherry blossoms. I have the photos of me and my girlfriends. So print out the photos at like CVS, and the frames are actually off of Amazon as well. These small little candles with the flower petals are off of Etsy. And then the scrunchies are also off of Amazon. Now, I know not everybody has to, like, this is not a requirement, and I know a lot of people are probably going to think that I went crazy, and I probably did. I did spend a handful of money on this, and there is 7 girls, so it could have been a lot simpler, and I totally understand that, but this is one of like the few things with my bridesmaids that I can like give to them and show my appreciation, and this is that big gesture I wanted to have for them, to show them how important they are for me and like how big of a deal it was to, have them to be my bridesmaids. So this was the first step in that whole journey we're going to take together. So I wanted it to be big, and I wanted them to be really surprised and amazed and think that, damn, this was a good gift. So, but anyways, let's get to the party. It was gonna be Caitlin. Yeah, it's okay. Oh. Something. Just stuck in there. Oh my god.
Record this?
Yeah. Just kidding.
Oh my god! You looked at me and you said, I love the idea of doing it with you.
Are you crying?
Yours is really special. And then that made me cry. She doesn't remember when you first met. Stop!
Literally. Wait, how do I get it off? You take that off the top, and then it just, you twist it. Yeah. It's just like a loose. Okay, I can't believe this.
Oh, I can't.
No, I'm right.
So, these are from Japan. Whoa. So, that's a dried cherry blossom. So
That's adorable. Honey, you put so much.
I know.
Oh, these are gorgeous. On wedding day, we're like waterproof baskets.
No, she's not gonna live.
Don't look at each other. Oh my god, this is
Hello. So the last clip you saw was the beginning of the bridesmaid proposal, or like the start of the day. But yeah, that was when I gave them all their presents, and as you can tell, there was lots of tears, happy tears, but it was exactly what I wanted, as you probably heard from me earlier. I was hoping for tears, and I was hoping for surprises. So to give you the official tally, so everyone except for one of my girlfriends was surprised, so I managed to hide it from everybody, and more importantly from my maid of honor, because she just always has an intuition for this stuff, and she lives in the city, so I 100% thought that like she was gonna just know, just because I can't lie to her. And I even had spent like last week before the proposal, I had actually hung out with her, and she was like, oh yeah, so like let's talk, like how do you want to do it? Like she was trying to give me ideas, and I had to pretend like I haven't had the stuff bought for like a month and a half at this point. So I was like, I thought she totally saw through it, but I guess she's not. So she's in there. She was the curly haired one, like the super curly haired one, but that's my maid of honor. And then crying wise, I think everyone but two cried. The ones who cried the most, if you could see in the videos, I don't know how it's going to be cut right now, but in the videos, the two that cried the most actually were my two girlfriends from high school. And one of them, the blonde one, so we've known each other since 2nd grade. And so it's a very surreal, she's actually, Vinny's talking. Actually, if you went back, or if you saw the clip of my proposal, and like me walking into my engagement party, she's the one like bawling. So anything was triggering her, and I totally get it. I swear there's something about experiencing like wedding stuff with like the longest time friend you've ever had, and just, you know, having gone through like almost every chapter of my life with her, like from when we were little kids in 2nd grade to like now, it's something so crazy. Like it really just brings like automatic tears, like immediately crying, because like look at us now, like who would have thought, and not to that mean, but who would have thought like we would make it this far, like you're here involved in my wedding. Like I remember when we were both weird in 2nd grade or like weird in middle school or weird in high school. But no, I have so much love for her. Like I could cry right now, like literally my eyes are tearing up a little bit. But yeah, it's something so weird. Nothing can make me cry automatically than thinking about like her involved in my wedding stuff, and I think vice versa, as she cried multiple times throughout the night. But yeah, so that's all I have like video clips wise. Like I kind of wanted to just be in the moment for the rest of the night. We all hung out at the house. The boys kicked them out, so the girls hung out, talked about bachelorette stuff and like, you know, wedding stuff, showed them the what is it called, the swatches for the bridesmaid dresses, like just a general idea. I have no idea yet. And then we went out to like a rooftop bar and we hung out, and I have some cute photos from that, and like that was kind of it. We just had a girls' night. We eventually did meet up with Jacob and his friends later on, but like primarily girl time, lots of tears, very good times. I was so happy to finally be able to tell them. I've been holding in all this stuff, but I was telling you, 7 people, grown women, to plan one day for us all to meet up, impossible. So I'm glad it's over and they're done. They all know everything. So I'm very happy. But for the rest of the video, I do have some like leftover clips I had from when we went and viewed venues. We have been done booked. And I only actually viewed, goodness, was it only 2? I only viewed 2. The 2 that you see are the only 2 that I like looked at. And the first venue is the venue I ended up picking. So they're not like that many great clips, because like it was all new for me. That was the first time we went looking. But we had to make it like it was a whole weekend trip because, well, I can give you some background on the venue stuff if you care. If you don't care, you can click off the rest of the video. But if you do care about how I found our venue, you can stay tuned. But because I might as well add this in here. It's more wedding stuff. But I was looking for venues. I had something specific in my head, and I just wasn't really finding it in Georgia. It's like a mixture of, I wasn't finding what I want. Like I don't want barn. I don't want indoor either. And I also, the other combo to that is like, I don't want to get married where like everyone and their mother that I know is getting married at. Like, I don't know. I want a little bit of it to be unique. So I started looking at states outside of Georgia. Like, I had a few in Tennessee that I liked, and if the ones in North Carolina, South Carolina didn't work out, we were going to plan probably a trip to go see maybe some like in or around Nashville. Of course, that didn't end up happening, but so we planned a weekend trip. We had, I think we originally were going to see 3, and I can list those places out. I cannot remember. But as you see through here, I'll like add little snippets of like where it is. But one of them, I realized it was gorgeous, kind of what I wanted. It was like a glass building, which was my original idea. Very hard to actually find it for a reasonable price. But I realized that it hadn't even been built yet. So I wasn't about to gamble on booking a place or even viewing like the site of a place that isn't even there. Like, it should be there by our wedding, but I couldn't do it. So I ended up not seeing that one. So we only saw 2. I think it's Andrew's Farm and the Ivy Place are the 2 that we ended up looking at. And we ended up going with the Ivy Place. So happy with it. You'll see some clips. It's not a whole lot. I do apologize. We should eventually take another trip out there, but also like I'll have wedding stuff that I can always share. But both gorgeous. Okay, so it's not a farm, let me tell you. It's a really gorgeous venue. That's the one we didn't decide to go with, is Andrew's Farm. And I have like some photos or clips of that place. It is gorgeous. I could totally see it there, or a lot of weddings there. It just felt like, you know when you go to like a restaurant or a bar and it's so clearly like decorated or done up so people like take videos and like, photos of it, like it almost feels like a set. Like it's meant for like Instagrammers to come through and just take their like Instagram photos and yada yada and like be done. It's not actually there for like utilitarian reasons. Well, that's kind of like in my mind how it felt. Like there were gardens, but like there weren't really like, they didn't feel like actual gardens. They felt like gardens to take pictures in. And like the house, but like it didn't serve a purpose. Like I don't know. And it was in the middle of all of this land, and there was just no other use for the rest of the land. So it's just like a house or like an estate kind of with all these gardens and all these different areas you could do the wedding, but like there was not any like purpose to anything else. So it was very clearly a piece of land bought and like that was built for weddings. It just didn't feel organic. I don't know. And to contrast to the venue we actually picked, so the one we went with, the Ivy Place, is an actual person's home. And so it's their actual like whole property. And so like the gardens, like the woman who owns the property, she tends to the gardens. Like you can kind of tell it's actually like, I don't know, a real place that's lived in. And it just also happens to be beautiful, like and be like photogenic and stuff like that. But I don't know, the vibes I think I preferred at Ivy Place. So that is where we went with. But yeah, sorry, that is so long-winded. But for the few clips that you're gonna see, it's just this little bit. I thought it was gonna be a whole series of touring venues. Lo and behold, I picked the first one I saw. I'm so sorry there's not a lot of content with that. But anyways, I hope you at least enjoyed whoever is still there and heard the venue ramble. But I hope you enjoyed the bridesmaid proposal. That was something I 100% wanted to capture, like for y'all, but also like memory's sake. I think it was a lot of fun. I mean, it was something that had been building and I was getting really excited for. I mean, I had been waiting for like 2 months for it. So it was everything I hoped it could be. And I'm excited for my bachelorette trip, which is going to be like next March. And I'm excited to like dive more into the wedding planning and all that stuff. So get damn married. I hope you enjoyed. Thank you so much for watching this video. There should be more wedding content. I think dress shopping, it might be next. So you'll see that eventually. But yeah, so thank you guys so much and thank you for watching. Today we're going and seeing the first few wedding venues that we may or may not use for the wedding. We're seeing 2 today. Right now, we just got into North Carolina, but then we have to go.
This is South Carolina.
Were we in North Carolina and then we had to go back to South Carolina?
Yep.
Yes. So the first one's in South Carolina, right on the border between in North Carolina. And then we have an hour drive to another one that's in North Carolina, and they're both basically outside of Charlotte. So we're, what, 10 minutes away? 12 minutes away from the first one. So we'll see how we like it.